Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to start some more seeds. I'm inside in my office today. As you can see, I have seed trays on the floor in these mats. I'll show you them up close. They're actually from Walmart and they're really handy if you do like to do some stuff inside so that you're not getting dirt all over the place, or if you're repotting things, stuff like that. And I have so many seeds that I needed to start like weeks ago, but I just haven't gotten to it. We had friends in town, and then I've been doing other more mandatory things out in the garden. And then, as you can probably hear in my voice, I got sick this week. So I just need to get these done. It was gonna rain this afternoon, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna bring some of these inside and start some stuff. I don't know if I have enough cells to start everything I want to start right now, but if not, I'm gonna have to start some of these out in my little greenhouse as well, because only 2 of these trays actually I can start, because I have these little lids with lights on them, because my big lights are actually being used right now for all of my vegetables that cannot go outside even in the greenhouse. Like they need some warm weather in order to thrive. It's supposed to be really nice the next like week or so, starting in a couple days. So I'll probably put them outside like on the front porch, not in direct sunlight, for a while to somewhat harden them off. But it is currently March 26th and I'm not going to put those outside until probably mid to late April. Okay, so here's my little setup. So the ones that I'm going to be keeping inside are the this tray, which has 6 of the 12 cell tray things that actually go with these lids. The other 6 are actually being used up. So I have 12 of these lids with lights. So then I just have these Dollar Tree ones that are open trays that I'll just prick them out of. And then I have 2, I think these are 50 count. Yeah, 2 50 count cell trays that I'll start some other things in. So this is what I mean when all the other things are being taken up. So these are dahlia seedlings that need to be potted up, so I can have those 2 free trays. But these are all my peppers and herbs, and then we have tomatoes and peppers and stuff like that in here. And then coleus, I'm growing a ton of that this year. And then a few more dahlia seedlings. And then I don't know if this is going to make it. These are really, really, really sad looking silver dollar eucalyptus. And I did get some coneflower to germinate as well. So these lights are all taken up pretty much, other than like a few odds and ends as far as like I could put a couple little trays in. So the 50 cell count trays are going to have to go outside in my little greenhouse. Here are all the seeds that I'm going to be starting today. Ones I really want to start are Celosia, this Texas Plume Vintage Rose mix. We have Gomphrena, Audrey Pink, and Audrey White. I've never grown these before. Then we have Pennycress, which is going to be a filler flower for me. Then we have Amaranth, Hot Biscuits. I'm really excited about Amaranth as well. We have multiple kinds of Cosmos, like specialty Cosmos, which I'm so excited about. This one is Seashells. Look how pretty, guys. Cupcakes Blush, also really pretty. I'll try to put pictures on the screen for these. Fizzy White and Double Click Bicolor Pink. Like, oh my gosh, so pretty. So I'm going to try to start multiple of these. I just love Cosmos. They're very whimsical. They look great in a cottage garden feel, which I have. And then also they're great for cut flowers. Then we have some that my mom actually gave me. She saved seed from her flowers. So this, her names for things are so funny. This is Celosia. It's like a really pretty red Celosia with a dark foliage. Then we have what I think is Angelonia, so we'll try that one. Then we have a white zinnia, and then a light pink zinnia. These are all like hanging basket zinnias. So I want to start these as like border plants. Then I have some zinnias that I saved, and we'll see if those come back true or not. Then we have some zinnias that are specialty ones that I got from Johnny's. So these ones are Benares Giant White and Peach. So all of these ones, these zinnias that we saved, I'll probably start out in the greenhouse because honestly, I don't care as much about them because I didn't pay for them. These ones I want to start inside and then bring them out to the greenhouse once they've germinated. But the ones that, you know, we saved, that didn't cost me anything. I also have a ton of zinnia seeds that I've saved as well. Then these are the other 2 dahlias that I've already started that are up here, but they're looking really leggy. So I might just start a few cells of these as well, especially the floret ones, just to have extras to make sure I get some seed dahlias. And then these ones look so pretty too. These are the African daisies from the Dollar Tree. So that's all the things I need to start. This is how I organize my seeds, and I have, let me show you how the seeds I have. Let's see. And these ones, I actually might have some in here I need to start as well. But I have so many zinnia seeds that I saved. Dark pink zinnia, medium fluffy pink zinnia, big red zinnia, orange, very fluffy zinnia. Like, I have so many zinnia seeds that I saved as well, which I'll probably direct sow. I also have a lot of self-seeded zinnias in the garden coming up right now. They're all doing great, germinating. So I'm going to leave those in the garden unless like they're in a really bad spot or something, and just see what colors they come up as. I had a lot of mixed colors last year, but I had a ton of pinks. So I'm hoping I have a lot of pinks this year as well. My first priority is not to start zinnias because those are one of the fastest blooming plants in the garden, and I know I'm gonna succession plant them anyway because they got really bad powdery mildew last year, so I don't want that this year. So anyway, I need to stop talking and get into how I'm gonna divide these up. Okay, I'm gonna start by doing the cosmos in one of the big cell trays that's gonna go out in the greenhouse. So we have the 4 types of Johnny's, well, 3 types of Johnny's, and then a seashells Cosmo. So I'm just gonna do my labels, and I think I'm gonna do 2 rows of each. So do 40 cells of Cosmos, which is probably too much, but you know what? Oh well. And then to fill the last 10 cells, I'm gonna do the African daisies. So for Cosmos, you basically just lightly cover them. So I think about 1/8 of an inch, let's see, 1/4 of an inch. So I'm just gonna lightly cover them. And then the African daisies, it says 1/8 of an inch. Cosmos are really easy to grow. That's why I'm gonna put them outside in the greenhouse, especially since it's gonna be so warm. Wow, African daisy seeds are interesting. Look at these. Can you see? Why isn't it focusing? There we go. Do you see how cool those are? I'm just gonna do, actually I'm gonna do 2 per cell because why not? These are Dollar Tree seeds and they're so cheap. If you've never bought seeds from the Dollar Tree, I highly recommend, but they're probably sold out by now because they usually come out in like January. And for all of these, I'm going to have seeds left over. So if for some reason they don't germinate, it's okay. Do you see? I got those all in there. I love this little tool that came with the lighting kit that I got from Amazon. I'll link that for you guys, as well as this little mat from Walmart, as well as my seed trays. Like everything that I use to start seeds, I will link for you guys in the description. You never know. There's so many ways to start seeds. You can repurpose a lot of things. You can do whatever you want when it comes to seeds. You could do milk jugs outside in winter sow. You could do inside stuff with lights. There's so much to do. Okay, Cupcake Blush Cosmos. So I have 50 of these seeds. We're only doing 10. The germination rate on this is 92, so I'll probably just do every single cell. Who's calling me? My sister. All right, I actually got a call from my sister. So I did all the Cosmos that I was talking about. I haven't done anything else. I've just been making labels for everything that I want to sew. And I actually have a lot more room than I thought I did. So that's awesome. I got this from Walmart and it's been so nice. This is a 360 spray bottle. So any way you put it, you can spray. That's how I'm going to wet these cells down if it was really dry, or when it gets really dry. The trays underneath I'll bottom water with, but right now the soil is decently moist, so I'm just gonna spray it, unless it's like a teeny tiny seed. I also have tried, I just realized I have more of this seed. I tried to start these outside, but they didn't work. This is Agastache. I tried these beginning of March. Didn't really work for me. I think it takes a long time to, 14, 21 days. So they still could sprout, but I think they dried out too much. So I'm going to try these inside. I'm also going to start more lemon balm because I direct seeded that in my little garden and it's not coming up. And it also says 12 to 21 days to germinate, but I'm still going to start more because I'm nervous that it's not going to come up and I want that. So I'm going to try some stuff because we have room. So might as well, you know. We're gonna do Gomphrena. These have to be pretty warm, 70 to 78 degrees. I'm gonna do 12 cells per thing, and it has a really high germination rate. So I'm gonna start with pink. We have 50 seeds, so I'll have plenty left over. And these are cute. How deep? 1/8 of an inch. So I'm trying to do 1 per cell. If 2 gets in, I don't really care. And honestly, I'm going to do 2 in a couple because I already have them in my hands and it's easier to just do it than it is to put them back in there. So that's done. And then it said 1/8 of an inch. So I'm just going to lightly push these into the soil and cover. I'm really excited for Gomphrena. They're beautiful filler flower. Very dainty, and we'll see how it looks in the garden. People say it can look really messy, but there's also, I've seen a mass planting of it and it looks absolutely gorgeous. So we'll see how it looks. I'll probably just put all 12 plants in one spot and see how it turns out. So here are the white ones. These only have 5 to 14 day germination. So glad I'm finally doing this. I have just been putting it off for forever. Like a little bit of procrastination and being busy, but like honestly, mostly procrastination. It just seemed daunting. I had so many to do, but I really don't have that many to do. So like I honestly thought I was gonna have trays and trays and trays, and I might have more trays, but I'm also going to direct sew zinnias and stuff, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I already started stuff at the beginning of the month. I'm going to take my spray bottle. And if you were doing surface sewing, you might not want to do a spray bottle. You might just want a bottom water. But I don't find that it's really that big of a deal, even with like snapdragons and stuff. A light mist is okay. Okay, I love these Johnny seed packets because they seal themselves. So nice. Just a little nice touch, but they are more expensive seeds. Okay, so excited about this Celosia Texas Plume Vintage Rose Mix. So Flora doesn't give you as much information. I don't know how deep to do these. Ooh, these probably are surface sew. Well, yeah, these are tiny. Look at these. Look like poppy seeds. So I'm going to surface sew these. And we're going to definitely over sew these by accident. But you know what? I kind of like over sewing. You can thin them out. You could prick out, which I honestly with this one might do. So many seeds. Okay, so I'm just going to push everything in because you want good contact with the soil. Some seeds might, you know, come off on your thumb, but since we are overseeding or over sewing, should be totally fine. And you can wait to miss this till, you know, all of them are done, but I like to do it after each one. Okay, so now, this is another type of celosia from my mom. My mom saved this seed from her garden last year, so let's hope it germinates. Oh my gosh, so many came out. So look at this. It just popped all out. Okay, well, that's all we're gonna need, you guys. I think she left a lot of like the plumes and stuff. You guys, there's so much seed. So much fell on the floor too. And it looks exactly like the seed from florets. So we know that it is celosia. That just goes to show how much seed you can save doing it yourself. So this isn't all the seed she saved. She saved a bunch. Like there's all this organic matter in there too. But there's probably 500 to 1,000 seeds in this little envelope here. The cool thing is you can share seed with friends, family, neighbors, save seed and make little plant gifts for people. If you grow some stuff, I'm going to do that for my friend. And it's really fun. So that's cool because you can get really, really cheap containers at like the Dollar Tree and stuff too. Now we're going to do these specialty zinnias. Call these specialty because they're just a little bit more fancy. And this one's only fancy because it's white. And this one just like looks really cool. So I only have 50 seeds of the white one and only 25 of Zinderella Peach because that one's really like specialty looking. So I'm going to start 12 because zinnias come up basically 100% germination. Once these mature, I might take some seeds from the plants, but then also like just use the rest of the packet later on in the season. Because I struggled really bad with powdery mildew last year, so I really just want a succession plant. And honestly, now that I think about it, probably won't come back true if I save the seed on this one, but you know, it's always a fun experiment, so. Okay, so this whole thing is done. I'm going to move on to the second one. Okay, next is cress, which I think I'm supposed to succession sow this. Actually, this says to direct sow, so I might just wait. I'm going to keep this one to direct sow, so take that out. I got to figure out something to put in its place. I don't know, I'm running out of things to sow, so that's actually a good problem to have. Maybe you know what? I might do my own dahlia seeds that I saved. Dahlias. This is a mixed bag of small dahlias. So I just have a bunch of dahlia seeds. And these ones, I'm going to take a little bit of soil and just cover them. All right, this is Amaranth Hot Biscuits. It says barely cover seed. So maybe surface sow. It's nice, it's light colored, so I can actually see where I'm putting it. All right, this is Angelonia, I believe, also saved from my mom's garden. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, these are like little seed pods, and I'm just breaking it and casting it on the soil. So we'll see if that works, you guys. At first, I wasn't sure what the seed pod was or what the seeds were, but this looks like the little seed pod. And you just break it open, and there's a bunch of tiny little like white things in there. And then we have a small white zinnia, also from my mom's garden. Let's see. These were like hanging basket zinnias, I believe. Oh, Lord. So many, you guys. For these, I'm just going to spread. Honestly, I should have just done this in a hanging basket. But I'm just going to spread a bunch on the soil, and I have so many seeds left over. So we're definitely going to do a few hanging baskets with those because that's crazy. Honestly, that's what I need to do, is take a bunch of the seeds from her and my stuff and just start them in baskets, because I have so many pots left over from last year. Small pink zinnia, also from my mom, full of seeds. The crazy thing is, I know she saved her own seeds too. So she gave me so many, but she has so many. So if you've ever wondered, zinnia seeds are on the bottom of a petal. So that's a petal and that's a seed. And you can literally scatter the petals and the seeds together if you want. Okay, now I'm going to do, honestly, I'm going to just do a whole thing with this Agastache. I'm going to do the rest of the seeds in that one tray. Just because I have so much space still, you guys, when it comes to sowing seeds. Does this say surface sow? Okay. Hopefully we get some germination this time. Now for the zinnias, I'm going to take some soil and cover. That's where this little mat comes in handy. You just want to firmly push these under the soil. My feet are falling asleep from sitting crisscross applesauce. Okay, since I have this whole 50 cell tray left, I have 5 things that I'm going to sow. Since zinnias are so easy to start, I'm going to do the rest of those outside. But I want to do lemon balm, more of the dahlias, so like probably 10 each. And then I got this at the end of last year. This is Amaranth, Love Lies Bleeding, so pretty. And then I got this Cleome or Cleome, I don't know how to say that. We'll see how to try to sow that, because that's really pretty as well. 4 to 5 feet, that could be great at the back. I feel so accomplished, and I'm not really taking up much space. Sorry, I forgot I was supposed to be filming. I did the lemon balm. It said 1/2 inch. I just made a little hole, put it in there, covered it up. I feel like 1/2 inch is a lot, but I don't know. Also, it hasn't rained yet, so after this, I'm hoping to go pot up some dahlias. We'll see if I have time. I'm going to seed these kind of heavily because I got them at the end of last year, so I'm a little worried about germination. Okay, next we have Cleome, I don't know. My mom sent me a picture last year. Where was she? At a country club, and they had this in the back of the flower bed, and it just looked so pretty, so I was like, I have to do it. I also got this at the end of last year, so I'm going to see how this goes as far as germination. I'm going to seed it heavily as well, because I think these would be really pretty. And honestly, I wasn't sure if I was going to sow these at all this year, just because of, I was feeling very overwhelmed with seeds there for a while, you guys. I think that's why I put off starting these seeds. But now I've like planted a bunch of things out, and I don't have as many seeds in and around the greenhouse, so I'm feeling a little bit more ready to start other seeds. You know, it can be overwhelming when you are trying to start a bunch of seeds and save a bunch of money. Like, I'm doing my whole garden basically from seeds or bulbs or whatever, and so I was just feeling very overwhelmed. But I'm feeling a little better now, especially once I get in the groove of starting some seeds. I'm like, oh yeah, I can start a bazillion seeds. Let's start 500 cells. Why not? You know, so today I'm probably starting, let's see, that's 50, 100. What's 12 times 6? 60, 72, 172, and then a bunch, let's say another 72 or something. This is like 250 plants probably that I'm starting right now. Seems insane, but it is what it is. Okay, let's do Bee's Choice. So these originally came with how many seeds? Do we know? No, probably 50. And all of mine germinated, I think, last time. And pretty much all of them. It says 80% germination. I'm going to just do one in each cell since I do already have plants. They're just leggy and I'm a little worried about them doing well, I guess, because they're just kind of far ahead. But we're going to hopefully save them, and I already have like 12. So I'll have a little bit left over that. And then these other dahlias. These are another one that are like giant hybrid mix, 50 seeds. And then that'll be the end of our seed sowing, you guys. I feel very accomplished today. Getting a lot done. And whenever you're starting any of your seeds, make sure you are pushing them into the soil so that they have good soil contact. It'll help aid in germination. Okay, so I have everything on the floor. They've got their own lid. They're not staying on as good as normal because they're not in their normal like bottom thing. The lids are a little big for the cells right now because they don't have like the green bottom part, but they work. There's lights, and hopefully we get germination like this. And once it warms up too, I could always put them in my little greenhouse outside, and it's really not that big of a deal, but I want to start them inside if I can. So anyway, that's it for today's video. I started all my seeds. I was supposed to start like 4 weeks ago, but that's okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in a video very, very soon. Bye, guys.